When there is love, you can live even without happiness. The soul is healed by being with children. But to fall in love does not mean to love. One can fall in love and still hate. To love someone means to see them as God intended them. The more I love humanity in general, the less I love man in particular. Above all, don't lie to yourself. The man who lies to himself and listens to his own lie comes to a point that he cannot distinguish the truth within him, or around him, and so loses all respect for himself and for others. And having no respect, he ceases to love. We sometimes encounter people, even perfect strangers, who begin to interest us at first sight, somehow suddenly, all at once, before a word has been spoken. Man is sometimes extraordinarily, passionately, in love with suffering. The world says, you have needs, satisfy them. You have as much right as the rich and the mighty. Don't hesitate to satisfy your needs, indeed, expand your needs and demand more. This is the worldly doctrine of today. And they believe that this is freedom. The result for the rich is isolation and suicide, for the poor, envy and murder. Pain and suffering are always inevitable for a large intelligence and a deep heart. It is better to be unhappy and know the worst, than to be happy in a fool's paradise. There is only one thing that I dread, not to be worthy of my sufferings. Pain and suffering are always inevitable for a large intelligence and a deep heart. Sorrow compressed my heart, and I felt I would die, and then I woke up. Man only likes to count his troubles, he doesn't calculate his happiness. Pain and suffering are always inevitable for a large intelligence and a deep heart. What is hell? I maintain that it is the suffering of being unable to love. The cleverest of all, in my opinion, is the man who calls himself a fool at least once a month. But how could you live and have no story to tell? To go wrong in one's own way is better than to go right in someone else's.